Kate Barnett, junior right-handed pitcher.
Perfect. So, Coach, pretty good game out there. If you can, please just start off with the opening statement about that one.
Yeah, it was coming back after losing the first game and a long break, extra innings, and I feel like we did a really good job of resetting and coming back and scoring first. I felt like that set the tone. Bella gave us a really great start, and then Lindsay came in, gave us a nice stretch, and then Kate came in and just slammed the door. But I really felt like we did a good job early scoring in with runners in scoring position, and then to get that insurance run later in the game was great. And then, but anytime, they had pressure there at the end, so that's good moments for us to come through. But Kate really came out in the top of the seventh and just slammed the door, and that was awesome.
For sure. So, quick question for you, Kate. Coach was kind of just saying, you kind of closed the door, helped the team out, clinch that victory. Obviously, you pitched a lot in the first game. So, kind of just talk about, how you were feeling out there and, how you were able to come out and secure the W, actually the first Big West Championship W for Long Beach State.
Yeah, energy was just high going into that inning. I know every single person on the team has my back and was ready to leave it all out on the field, which helps. Being able to communicate with my catcher, and then also just knowing that I'm here not just for myself but for all of the seniors on this team, I think really just helped me shut the door and kind of push us to the win.
Coach, what did you think about the early offensive execution? It felt like kind of the start of the season where had that hit and run that went perfectly, the double steal that went perfectly. Was that something that you guys did intentionally here in game 2?
I think that, Tyler Heil does a great job of running our offense from third base. And, we've talked about putting pressure on the defense, and that was just a great moment to capitalize on that and just really set the tone. So, we've been talking as a team and as a staff how we can be aggressive and just make the defense work. This is the time of the season where you got to have 3 of 3, defense, pitching, and hitting, to go far in the tournament. And so to really have some success with some pressure that we got to put on their defense was great. Knowing that we can score in a first and third with 2 outs was really great to capitalize on. And especially moving forward, we need to continue to have that type of offensive pressure to also just take some of the pressure off the barrel and then more on to the defense. So loved it.
Joshua Min, Long Beach current coach. Talk about Alonzo State pitched in game 1, then delivered 3 innings of no-hit ball against SD. Also, was there a conversation of leaving her in the game?
We were going to pitch as a staff this game, so we looked at their lineup and matched them up, and Bella really was lights out, got us through one time through the lineup, and then passed the ball off. But we really look at it as going strength to strength. So Bella's done a great job all season of really creating great starts for our team, and so she was out there doing did a great job, but she could have extended. But again, this is a tournament where we gotta keep going, so we look to use our staff in games like tonight.
Then Kate, 3 strikeouts in 2 2/3 in that second game. What made you so successful against those hitters?
Like I said earlier, I think just knowing that the defense had my back and they were ready to completely leave it out on the field. But I also know that I can trust my pitches, and I know that, Coach Shelby does an amazing job of scouting these hitters, and we've also faced San Diego before. So also, like Coach Fearn said, just being able to be successful on the offense just gave me, the confidence to go out there and just throw my pitches and just believe that it was going to do the job.
And then how different is your mindset and preparation for a relief situation compared to a start?
I think it's the same. I have this mindset of there's 9 people on the field facing 1 hitter, and so they're not going to beat us. And I love to feed the defense. I think it's extremely effective for us, and the quicker we can get out of an inning and get a 1, 2, 3 out situation, and the quicker we get to hit, I have all the confidence in these girls, and to me, there's not really a mindset difference. I just go out there and throw the ball. So.
Kate, you've been in a lot of these situations, as a freshman coming in a stretch run for pre-championship and now 2 championship tournaments. What's kind of your advice for the team as somebody that's been through a lot of these high-pressure moments?
Just trust the team. There's 23 other girls on this roster aside from myself, and we've been putting the work in since August 26th, and so I know that all of the work that we have put in and everybody is just all in for this program. So I think the biggest piece of advice is just trust it. Trust the preparation, trust the girls behind you, and just trust that you are going to be successful and pour into the rest of the team.
For sure. So you guys kind of just talked about, putting in all that work and preparation beginning in August, and season isn't over, but it definitely resulted in the first Big West Championship win for Long Beach State. So kind of just take us through those thoughts and emotions for the two of you guys right now, if you don't mind, please.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely not the first one that you're going to see out of us. We're here till Saturday, so we are ready to come out and we're ready to play tomorrow. And, I absolutely cannot wait to see what the rest of the girls do the rest of this weekend. And, I'm here to just throw my pitches and support everybody and be loud and, get dirty. So,
yeah. I mean, I think that this is huge for the Big West Conference to have a postseason tournament because this is preparing our athletes for regionals. And so right now we talked about the response, right? Like in our last series, we dropped the first game and it was all about the response. Then we came back and took care of business. And so I think that today, just as we're looking at our conference as a whole, like this is so huge for our student athletes and for our conference to put ourselves in a position to get this type of experience. So the one thing we know about our team is we're resilient and we can fight. So I'm really excited to see how we continue to throw punches through this tournament and know that it's going to prep us in the ways that we need to, not only in conference play, but also like in this week moving forward. So it's all great stuff happening right now in the Big West tournament to move, to have this event.
Last one, Coach. How do you get the team ready for tomorrow with an opponent TBD? Fortunately, it's at night.
Yeah, so we're going to have a familiar opponent. We're going to be rested. We're going to be fresh. The team that we play will be coming off of another game. So we're excited to rest, recover, and just get some good fuel in us. And, this is the fun part, too, is when you get a full day, like we're going to get to be able to make some memories with our team, but also like it's finals week. So they're going to crush a little bit of study hall as we'll get prepped for a 7:00 game. But we're really excited to have some rest because it's going to be a late night. And then we're right back to it tomorrow.
Perfect. Well, thank you. Congratulations once more, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.
Of course.